they agreed to open the government up, even though they still are arguing about what had the government shut down anyway. But hopefully in January, because it's only going to be open if they don't have nothing on the table that they can agree with on in by the mid-January. Government might shut right back down. Hopefully not. But we'll see.
Suffering. They argued the shutdown was doing more harm than good. They said the healthcare fight should continue through other legislative means. The split left Schumer in a difficult position, caught between his progressive base and the pragmatic concerns of his caucus. The final vote laid divisions bare. The House passed the Republican-backed funding bill 222-209. With President Trump's signature on the bill, the 43-day government shutdown officially ended. Federal agencies began the slow and difficult process of reopening. The immediate effect was a wave of relief for the nearly 3 million federal workers who could finally expect to receive their back pay. However, the legislation that ended the crisis was only a temporary fix, a stopgap measure that funded the government until the end of January. The fundamental disagreement over healthcare subsidies was not resolved. It was merely postponed. The clock was once again ticking, setting the stage for another potential showdown in just a few short weeks. Experts and political analysts outlined several possible scenarios for what could happen next. A government shutdown is far more than a political news story, a disagreement between lawmakers in Washington. It is a fundamental failure of governance with profound and personal consequences for millions. When the government cannot perform its most basic function, funding its own operations, the citizens pay the price.
Whether you're a Democrat or Republican, you should be very upset with your party, whoever you vote for, about the government shutdown because they failed you. Whenever the government shut down over something like health care or whatever, or any other disagreement that Democrats and Republicans should have, y'all should be very upset with both parties and not just pointing a finger at the one that you don't vote for, because it's both of their faults.
The 43-day shutdown was a stark illustration of this truth. It revealed how interconnected our society is and how dependent we are on steady, reliable public services we often take for granted until they're suddenly gone. This shutdown was a test of our nation's priorities.
Test of our nation's priorities, but it happened again at the end of January because it was all over Affordable Care Act, which is set to expire. And I guess the Republicans want something different here. Of course, it was a Democratic bill, so they want to keep it the same. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, everybody's health benefits are going up and skyrocketing. It's going to be a lot to maintain health insurance for me and my child. And we're going to have to pay a lot of money in the meantime, but we need the health insurance. Especially me because I got that blood pressure.
I do. Got that blood pressure.
And I need my medicine every month. Mm-hmm. Need to be trying to work out and get off of that.
I do, because blood pressure medicine ain't no good for you. No better than to really be taking that shit anyway.
To be honest, the government shutdown for now is over, and I'm glad people are coming back to work. Air traffic controllers, like I said before, will make a lot of money or get paid. Some people coming to work, which delay honest travel around the U.S. Which a lot of things that it's time for them to come back to work. It's the holiday season, so they postponed the shutdown until now. But hopefully they can come up with some type of agreement.
Yeah, that's what I said before. But yeah, hopefully they will come up with some type of agreement. But we're going to talk a little bit about something a little more fun. We're going to talk about a little bit about sports, since I am the sports Dr. Spock. My man, Cade Cunningham, Detroit Pistons fourth-year guard, the former number one overall pick in the 2021 draft, has inked a 6-year deal with Nike And next year we'll have his own signature shoe. I saw the logo that Cade has, and it's dope. It's incredible. You can see it with the interview he has on with Kevin Durant. So we're going to get into that right now. We're going to get into what another former NBA All-Star had to say about it, as Gilbert Arenas had a warning for the Detroit Pistons fans about Cade Cunningham and Nike. So let's get into this video right now. Come on, Gilbert.
What's going on, everybody? This is your boy, the Sports Doctor.
Get on in here, nigga. Did I say nigga on TikTok?
Today, we're going to talk a little bit about
Negro?
Gilbert Arenas has some pretty interesting things to say about Cade. Congratulations, by the way, brand new 6-year Nike deal. Cade will be the 6th athlete to have his own signature shoe, but this is what Gilbert Arenas has to say about it. Let's go.
That's Nick Young talking to, and Kenyon Martin.
Signature shoe.
And the moderator that they have. I'm sorry. I don't know his name, and I watched the show. Oh. It is. It's a great podcast. It's one of my favorites.
Is that a good thing? Like Kay had the signature. Is he talking like that? That's well. Okay. People are gonna hate that I'm gonna say it. I'm not a Detroit Pistons fan.
Mm-hmm.
You should be a little bit, because it is not. It's not poor, right? This ain't anti. Nike is the sponsor of the NBA. Nike has its own agenda, right? And I'm pretty sure Kane staying in Detroit ain't part of their agenda if they sense that this is our guard. Remember, he is a guard. He is their young guard. Ja was the one. He is their guard, and they're gonna want to mass produce his shoes and move them units and do that. So you can't, you want Cade to win championships and all that and kind of stay there because it offsets everything. But when they start losing the stuff, you see, Gilbert is very honest with his opinions.
Yeah, see, that's why I didn't really get mad when Gilbert said that, because Gilbert will give you an honest reaction to everything. And he's been around the NBA a long time now, more than 20 years. So he really understands how the league works. And he also has had shoe deals because at one time he was a star player on a playoff team. Gilbert was very good for a few years. So he understands how some of this stuff works. And he understands also the business of basketball and endorsements as far as shoe apparel or whatever. So he just gave an honest take. And he understands how powerful Nike is as well.
He backs him up with facts, whether you with him or not. But my thing is, Cade has pretty much became and loves Detroit culture.
Mm-hmm.
I know millions of dollars is being thrown around, and you might have to do what you have to do if they start losing again. But I think but I don't see it happening. I believe one day he will, as far as where the team is going. His trajectory,
Trajectory is easy for me to say.
I believe he's going to be an MVP candidate this year and maybe win an MVP because he just keeps getting better and he's only 23 years old. And also, he's already been through a lot of losing years.
And as far as Cade go, they're already talking about him being a starting point guard for the Olympic team in 2028 in Los Angeles. And that would be great. That'd be a good look for Detroit, especially since they kind of robbed our boy Isaiah being on the Olympic team, and he was better than about half of the players that were already on there. But that I ain't gonna get into that just because y'all gonna make me upset in here. Go ahead, Gilbert.
He was on the team with the most losses in NBA history. 2 years ago, they only won 14 games.
That's right. 2 years ago, they only won 14 games. It is November, what is it, the 21st or 2nd? Somebody in the background, Michaela, IT, what's today's date?
Oh, 23rd, I think.
I don't think it's the 20th.
22nd.
The 22nd. Thank you, Auntie.
Oh,
The
23rd.
The 23rd. Thank you. I got people in the background working. They're doing their thing. No, they didn't know. We can't hear y'all. Got people in the background working so they can help me out because I had no clue what the date is, I guess. It's November 23rd. They've won 14 games so far this year. They've already won 14 games, including being on a 12-game winning streak as of last night. And Cade Cunningham is a big part of it just off of his leadership, not even talking about his play, because during that 12-game winning streak, Cade didn't play in 3 or 4 of them games. But he was still there. He was still on the bench, cheering his guys on, coaching his guys up. Cade is like a talented coach on the floor.
He had an amazing turnaround last year, winning 46 or 7 games, something like that, and being his 5th seed in the playoffs after losing his 6 to the New York Knicks with an unhealthy James Ivey. They didn't have Isaiah Stewart either.
Yep.
They both would have helped. So he's already been through a lot of losing here, and he's not going to really want to leave. But what Gilbert is saying, I believe the K loves it here. That Nike might push them in a different direction if they start losing. But the thing is, I believe, because I'm from Detroit, I really believe our fashion is the heartbeat of the United States. I believe Detroit and its blue collar attitude and the realness of this city draws people in.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that this is the perfect place for him and Nike to build on a beautiful franchise with his signature shoe. So that's why I disagree with Gilbert on, even though I believe he just made some good points.
What I'm saying. As long as he's winning championships in Detroit and winning at a high level, Nike is cool with him staying there.
I believe he'll win one. I believe that might be all he have to win. And Nike will be satisfied with that because we're all going to be buying his shoe. And his logo is kind of dope. I can't wait to see his shoes. I'll be the first one in line to get me a pair of them Cade Cunningham.
When they start having down years, they're going to move that product to a big company because his name, his shoe will mush. Like, so we already know right now he's on the Olympic team that's going to be in Los Angeles.
My thing is, I don't believe that they're going to have down years because when you have a player like that, there's that dynamic, and we have him on contract for another 4 years. Other great players will want to play with him. One, because he makes it easier for everybody else. You get open, guess what he gives you? The ball. He commands double teams just bringing the ball up. I mean, they pressing this dude from half court on. So another superstar, just say it's just another flat out scorer. Love to play with him because he's the one creating the double team. So I don't know, as long as he's here and he's playing at a high level, I don't see this team being in the basement like that or having down years.